Good morning, Mayor Pat Fallot from the city of Louisville, Ohio. I'm at the Louisville High School today to talk to some teachers and some seniors to find out what all happened in the high school during this pandemic and COVID-19, how it affected them, how did they handle the students, how did they handle the changes that had to come through into their classrooms, and just what made their day start out positive. Well, this is May the 3rd, and we are at Louisville High School, and we have with us some students as well as some teachers that we're going to talk to today about how COVID-19 and the pandemic really changed a lot of things here at the school and with the students of what's going on with the future. So at this time, I would ask that you please give me your name and if you would spell it for me.
Mr. Bean.
Jeff Hoffman.
My name is Delaney Phillips.
I am Mason Carrington.
Amy Crow.
Ken Fay.
How has this school year been for you? What were some of the challenges?
Not getting to know my students as personally as I used to in the past.
I really struggled with it. I'm a hands-on guy. I'm teaching wood shop. I get the kids in there and get their hands going. We put the chairs away halfway through the year.
It's definitely been one of my more challenging years. I know that senior year is always supposed to be a little bit harder just because you have all these different directions you can go. But I think just the added stress of what's going on in the world has just made it that much harder.
Well, I think the biggest thing was just our band. The band competitions got canceled, which if you're in the band, the competitions are the thing you look most forward to.
It has been a different year. It's a lot more work, it's a lot more prep, it's a lot more planning.
It was a challenge, but basically the planning that we did in the summertime and the planning that we did throughout the year, as well as the ever constant changing rules on COVID and what we had to do, what we didn't have to do, changed all year long. So I think the kids did amazing throughout the year as far as their adjustments and flexibilities, and hopefully we see a light in the tunnel for next year to start off.
And so what do you feel you've taken for granted since prior to the COVID?
A lot prior to COVID. Just wearing these masks every day, all day. In my room, I got dust systems going, machines going, and masks on.
Oh boy, not wearing masks. That was probably the big one.
I think that it affected me just because I'm a social person. I love talking to people. I love all this stuff. So it was hard, having to do that from online or in a screen.
See, at work, I think the masks and the constant gloving and changing gloves and washing and sanitizing and cleaning. We did that before, but it's ramped up to a whole new level.
Could you tell us a little bit about the community, because some of us do not attend the schools and some of us do not teach, what it's like on a daily basis and how it is to transition to common practice now?
On a daily basis here, the first thing, we take all of our temperatures of our students on our first mod class. We have to sacrifice a little bit of our time that we're used to. At the beginning of class, there's temperatures, and at the end we have a cleanup procedure where we have to wipe down our desk.
In the mornings, we make sure that all the kids have their masks on as they enter the building. The teachers greet them at their door in the morning to take their temperatures, and if the temperature goes above 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit, they call me, and then we have a procedure we go through where we ask the student questions. Where have you been? Do you have any other symptoms? We call home. We alert the nurse calls the health department. It's a big long line of things that we have to do. So
Temperatures in the morning, the cleaning, the spraying down, and in the wood shop area, I have a tendency to mist everything with the sanitizer. And in woodworking tools and machines, that causes rust because it has to be bare metal sometimes, and so it's thrown me a couple curves is I have to oil down a lot of machines after.
Has the pandemic or the COVID-19 changed your career choice or anything? Or were you set on what you were going to go for after you graduated?
Well, it changed my plans just a little bit because I needed to look at schools that were going to offer me in person. So, normally you look at tuition and if you like the campus and all this stuff, but now you have a new category of, okay, am I going to be in person? Am I going to be allowed to live there? Because that's something that I know that I needed to be successful in college. I need to be on campus and, hopefully face to face with my professors. And not really. I always knew that I wanted to do something with the special needs community and disability.
Definitely. Like, originally, I wasn't thinking about going to the Navy, but like with the economy where it is, I was just kind of worried, and I was like, I definitely want to have like a stable job after I get out of college.
What's some of your thoughts? We have a school levy on tomorrow, and what are some of your thoughts about that?
I feel it's very much needed within our district. We do run a very tight budget. I feel like we do a great job for what we have, though. I think our teachers here are absolutely amazing.
I think if you look at the numbers and what our kids are coming away from Louisville High School with, and now the expenditure on those kids, it's a no-brainer. We need it. And I also want to throw a different twist on there because I teach home maintenance and stuff. The home values. If you're not looking out for your future, what are you looking out for? And everything that's ever happened, not only in Louisville, is long-term home values will drop if schools aren't kept up. So home values, look out for yourself, vote for Levy.
I hope everyone realizes what a great community we do have.